Presentation 常用的表达方式。Presentation 的表现不仅取决于 Presentation 的内容 ，PPT 的制作，如何流畅地表达自己的观点也是非常重要的。下面和学姐一起看一下 Presentation 一些好用的表达方式，建议大家点赞收藏。要如何感谢观众 ？I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for coming here today。有什么开场词 ？Right, let's make a start， 或是 Let's begin. I'm going to begin by. I'm here today to. The object or subject of today's talk is to. 如何陈述目标 My presentation, my talk, is divided into 3 parts or 3 sections. I'd like to begin by. 如何介绍另一位发言人 I'm going to. I'd like to hand you over or pass you over to Julian, who's going to talk you through. To present. Annie will be telling you about. Paul is now going to take over. 那要如何回顾前面发言人所说的话 Keith has given you an overview of. We have just heard from Keith. 那要如何提出知识点 You're certainly aware, as you already know. You've probably heard some of this before. 那要如何让观众去看你的参考图表 So let's look, let's take a look at. 那如何切换到下一个话题This brings us to the key issue. I'd now like to turn to. Now let's look at. Now let's consider. I will now move on to my next point, which is, before I move on, does anyone have any questions? Queries. 如何反问 What can we learn from this? How should we interpret these figures? You're probably asking yourselves what this all means. 如何邀请观众提问I'm happy to answer questions at the end of my presentation. Please, feel free to interrupt if you have any questions. 如何总结 So to recap, I'd like to finish, I'd like to end, I'd like to wind up by saying 有哪些 presentation 常用的动词呢 Outline, inform, brief, update, clarify, highlight, stress, urge you to do X, handle. 那有哪些 presentation 常用的动词短语 Talk through, run through, hand you over to Turn to, go into, take over, carry on, sum up, put forward. 听到这，如果还是不知道怎么演讲，做出令人满意的 PPT， 该怎么办呢？没关系，你可以在这里私信我，或是到底下留言。好啦，下次见啦，拜。